So we were dealing with trusses, and in that we were discussing zero force members and equal force members. Do you remember this, Mahi?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us look at so in that we have discussed two rules to identify zero force members. So one rule was, if in the FBD of a joint plane you are going to see only two forces which are non-linear, then both the forces must be zero. FBD देखना है, FBD में अगर दो ही forces है तो दोनों forces zero होने ही चाहिए. Are you with me, Mai?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And there was a second rule that if in the FBD of a joint plane there are only three forces, सिर्फ तीन फोर्सेस है, एंड आउट ऑफ विच टू आर कोलिनियर, देन द नॉन कोलिनियर फोर्स मस्ट बी जीरो. ये दो रूल्स हमने लास्ट टाइम देखे थे. डू यू रिमेंबर दिस?
Yes, sir.
Now we are going to study the rules for equal force members. Are you with me? So
Yes,
how
sir.
do I identify that forces in two members are equal for sure without solving or without writing a single equation? So that we are going to deal with. So the first rule has the statement same as the second rule of zero force member. देखो क्या है, if in a FBD of a joint pin there are only three forces out of which two are collinear, then non-collinear force must be zero and forces in collinear members are equal. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So जो पहला rule है, that is the statement is the conditions are exactly similar to the second rule of identifying zero force members, with the only addition that non-collinear member में force zero होगा, लेकिन collinear members में forces equal होने चाहिए. Equal मतलब magnitude भी same होना चाहिए और उनका nature भी same होना चाहिए. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the first rule. Now second rule, if in the FBD of a joint pin there are only four forces, सिर्फ चार forces है, which form two pairs of collinear forces, then the collinear forces must be equal. इसका मतलब क्या है जरा देखो. If I draw a free body diagram of a joint and it looks something like this, this is the force in member 1, this is the force in member 2. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Let us say this is external force, and along the line of action of this force there is a third member, and F3 is the force in the third member. So there are three members meeting at this joint and there is an external load. The third member has its length inclined along the P. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So do you see how many forces are there in this body diagram? Only four forces are there. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Out of those four forces, F1 and F2, they form a pair of collinear forces. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, F3 and P, they form a pair of collinear forces. So how many pairs of collinear forces are there? Two pairs are there. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So that means F1 has to be equal to F2 and F3 has to be equal to P. Have you understood this rule now?
Sir.
It is not necessary that this angle is 90 degrees. No, this angle can be anything. But as long as at a joint in a FBD you see only four forces and they form two pairs of collinear forces, then the collinear forces must be equal in magnitude and nature as well. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
These are the rules. So we can also prove these rules, which we will do if the time permits. Otherwise I will direct you to the proof of this rule in the books. So proof तो हम करेंगे, but first let us apply these four rules to find out zero force members and equal force members. Are you with me?
Yes,
Let us
sir.
apply it. So once you apply it, then only you are going to have hang on it. So अब जरा देखो, जो zero force member मैं rule number 1 से identify करूंगा, I will encircle those members by a red circle. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And the members which I identify as zero force members using rule number 2, I am going to mark this green circle on those members. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, if I identify equal force member using rule number 1, I am going to give a tick in blue on those members. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And if I identify equal force members by rule number 2, I am going to give a black tick on those members. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let us now start with this problem number 54. So what you have to do in this, for a given loading, determine zero force members in each of the two trusses shown. So A and B are two different trusses. This is called as K truss. And this is another type of truss. We have to identify zero force members. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So how do we go about it? So अब जरा देखो rule number 1. What does rule number 1 of zero force member says? In the FBD, I want only two forces. Can you locate any joint in these two trusses where I can see only two forces in FBD? कहीं भी है क्या बताओ? Even at joint H, you are going to have force in member HD, force in member HI, and this reaction. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So first rule is applicable nowhere in both the trusses. Happy?
Yes, sir.
On prima facie, I mean on first glance. Now let us look for the third rule, second rule of zero force members. So what is the second rule of zero force members? If at a joint there are only three members meeting, or if at a joint in the FBD you are going to see only three forces. So can you tell me, in first truss, where will you see only three forces in FBD?
Sir, B.
Yes. So at joint B there are only three forces meeting. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So if I imagine the free body diagram of joint B, it is going to have force in member BJ, BA, and BC. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So only three forces are meeting there, out of which are two forces collinear. Yes, force in member AB and BC, they are collinear. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
तो देखो थर्ड सेकंड रूल अप्लाई हो रहा है कि नहीं? इफ इन द एफबीडी ऑफ joint pin there are only three forces, out of which two are collinear, then the force in non-collinear member must be zero. So this force must be zero. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
This is by which rule? This is by second rule of identifying zero force members. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Can you identify more such joints in this first truss? Tell me. What about joint D?
Yes, sir.
At joint D also, you are going to have only three forces: FDH, FDA, and FDI, and out of which two forces are collinear because HD and DA are along same line. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So force in the non-collinear member must be zero. तो इस member में force क्या होना चाहिए? Zero होना चाहिए. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, similarly, look at joint G. What happens there? Only three forces? Mahi?
Yes, sir.
Out of which two are collinear. Force in member CG and GL, they are collinear. Therefore, force in the third member must be zero. Non-collinear member must be zero. तो ये zero हो गया. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now look at joint E. How many forces are meeting in the FBD of joint pin E? Tell me.
3.
Yes. Out of which two are collinear, AE and EJ. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So force in non-collinear member must be zero. So ये force zero हो जाएगा. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Similarly at joint F. Now tell me, what happens?
Sir,
Only
the
three forces are meeting.
Yes, sir.
Out of which FJ and FC are collinear. So force in third member must be zero. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now immediately with these zero force members, let us mark the equal force member, because in this same rule, it also says that the forces in collinear members must be equal. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो देखो कौन कौन से मेंबर्स में फोर्सेस इक्वल होने वाले हैं, एंड आई एम गोइंग टू मार्क इट यूजिंग ब्लैक टिक. आर यू विथ मी?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो चलो कौन से मेंबर्स में? फोर्स इन मेंबर ए बी विल बी इक्वल टू force in member BC. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, force in member HD, now I will use two ticks, equal to force in member DA. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, force in member CG, three ticks, will be equal to force in member GL. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, और क्या बाकी है? Force in member AE must be equal to force in member EJ. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Force in member JF must be equal to force in member FC. Done. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, चलो अब जरा look at joint I. How many forces are there in its free body diagram? Joint I को देखो जरा. This is joint I. So force in member HI. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
FHI. What else is there? Force in member IJ. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Then force in member IA. Happy?
Yes, sir.
What else? Force in member ID, but which is 0. So I need not show it. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, force in member IE. I need not show it because it is 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So even at joint I now, I have only three forces meeting, three non-zero forces meeting, out of which two are collinear. So force in third member must be 0. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And I will encircle it twice so that you will understand that it was not very obvious in the first set of zero force members. But as the force in member DI and IE are 0, therefore force in member AI will be automatically 0 because at the joint I, if I draw free body diagram, there are only three forces meeting, non-zero forces meeting, out of which two are collinear. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And what is the another consequence? Force in member HI must be equal to force in member IG. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, look at joint K now. Only three non-zero forces are there. Force in member KJ, force in member KL, and force in member KC. And therefore, force in member CK is ought to be 0. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
But it was not obvious during the first set of zero identification of first set of zero force members. So I have marked it in double circle. But effectively, the force in all these members is 0. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So effectively, forces non-zero कौन से members में है? Those members I will mark in some different color. So non-zero forces वाले members कौन से है? सिर्फ ये. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, you would have to find out forces in all the members. That job is now reduced. Why? Because 1, 2, 3, 4. This is also equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Why? Because many of the members now are carrying zero forces. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So ये ऑरेंज में मैंने जो मेंबर्स मार्क किए सिर्फ उन मेंबर्स में आपको फोर्सेस फाइंड आउट करने हैं. हैप्पी?
Yes, sir.
And we also have, once we find out force in member HD, we need not worry about force in member DA because it is same. Happy?
Yes, sir.
This is the power. So how many independent unknown forces that you have to find? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Only 7 forces, 7 member forces you have to find out. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us go to the next problem. So in this also we have to identify zero force members. So can you tell me now how to identify zero force members here? Go ahead. Mahi.
Yes, sir.
Chalo. Look at joint O. Look at joint O. How many members are meeting at joint O? Tell me.
3.
3. Is there any external load? No. So therefore, if I draw free body diagram of joint O, there will be only 3 forces. Do you agree with me? Force in member ON, force in member OP, and force in member OI. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Force in member ON and force in member OP are collinear. So therefore, by using the second law, the force in this member must be 0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what about what else?
So K.
Yes. So if we look at the joint K, what should happen? Tell me.
So force in member KF will be 0.
Force in member KF will be 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Where else can we find out 0 force member? Tell me. Mahi, any idea?
No, sir.
Okay. So as per the rules, we are not able to see 0 force members anywhere. Happy?
Yes, sir.
As per the rules तो नहीं दिख रहा है. लेकिन now let us draw free body diagram of joint F. Joint F का free body diagram बनाते हैं. So what are you going to see? Force in member FL. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Force in member FL. Then force in member FB. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
What else are you going to see?
So
This is
force in.
0 force member. So I am going to write it 0 here. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And force in member FA. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now tell me, summation fx equal to 0 gives you what? Summation fx equal to 0 gives you what? Whatever is this angle, this is the same as this angle. So I will call it as theta. So what do I get? FB cos theta. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Minus FFL cos theta. This must be equal to 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So what does it mean? Sorry, plus रहेगा ये. And not cos theta, sin theta. We are taking x component, right? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So sin theta. Chalo, if I apply this, what happens next? Tell me.
Sir, force in FB
Will be minus of force in FFL. Do you agree with me?
yes, sir.
ये एक चीज हमें मिल गई. Now let us apply one more thing. Summation Fy equal to 0. So what does that give me? Tell me.
Sir,
FA, right?
yes, sir.
Plus FFB
Cos theta.
cos theta, plus FFL,
Cos theta.
not plus, minus
Minus, sorry.
FFL cos theta. Do you agree with me? This
Yes,
has
sir.
to be equal to 0. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So what does that give me? Okay, no. This is not going to lead us anywhere. It's all right. Okay. That's all right. So this rule, this we have identified. Just let us cross verify whether we are able to apply this rule anywhere else. No. Let me be very sure. Second, at this joint we cannot apply. At this joint we cannot apply. At this joint we cannot apply. Okay. This joint we cannot apply. Where else can we apply this rule? Hmm, no. Okay, so at least prima facie I can apply rule only at these locations, and therefore for sure these two forces are 0. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let us go to next problem. For a given loading, determine 0 force members. Now let us try and apply that rule here. So where can you apply that rule? Tell me. Mahi. Can we apply that rule at joint I? जरा देखो. At joint
Yes,
I, there are only 3 members meeting. कौन-कौन से है? IJ, IG, and IK. Do you agree with me?
yes, sir.
So therefore, IJ and IG and IK, they are collinear. So IJ has to be 0. So force in member IJ has to be 0. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
It is difficult to mark it there, so I have noted it here by rule number 2. Therefore, I am using green color. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Once the force in this member becomes 0, now look at joint J. How many members are meeting there?
Three.
HJ, JK, JI, and JG. But out of that, IJ force in member IJ is 0. So therefore, effectively there are only 3 non-zero forces in free body diagram of joint P net J. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And out of that, HJ and JK are collinear. So force in this member must be 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So once I get the force in this member is equal to 0, now let me look at joint G. So at joint G, how many members are meeting? वैसे तो 4 है, FG, GH, GJ and GI. But out of that, GJ is 0. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, effectively 3 non-zero forces are going to prevail in the free body diagram of joint P net G. And therefore, out of which FG and GI are collinear. And therefore, force in member GH must be 0. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is the consequence? Now look at joint H. At joint H, there are only 3 members meeting effectively now. HE, HJ, and HF. But mind you, HE and HJ are not collinear. And therefore, here we cannot apply the rule. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now equal force members. So force in this member must be equal to force in this member. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, और क्या होना चाहिए? Force in this member must be equal to force in this member. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And force in GI must be equal to force in FG. So this is what we get. This is how we have identified zero force members. Is there rule applicable anywhere else? Not directly, because if you look at joint B, there is external load 2.4. So at total 4 forces will be there: AB, BD, and BC, and 2.4. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So only at these locations we can apply the rules. So with this, now we conclude the process of identifying zero force members and equal force members in a truss, and that is going to be greatly helpful for reducing the number of unknowns in a problem. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now let us look at one more problem and then we will stop. Just give me a second. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, anyway, we had to solve this problem also. I forgot this one. So problem number 56. Now tell me how many zero force members are there. Let us apply the rules. So first rule we can apply at joint F. Do you agree with me? Second rule of zero force members. At joint F, there are only three members meeting. Therefore, there in FBD, there are going to be only three forces: F, FA, F, FI, and F, FB. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Out of which two are collinear. So force in third member must be zero. So this force must be zero. Happy?
Yes, sir.
The moment this force becomes zero, now I can look at joint B. At joint B, in fact, there are four members meeting: BA, BF, BG, and BC. But out of that, force in member BF is zero. Therefore, it is as if there are only three members meeting here: force in member BA, force in member BG, and force in member BC. Out of which force in member BA and BC are collinear. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, once this force in member BF becomes zero, the force in member BG also becomes zero. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, let us apply equal force law simultaneously. So force in member AF has to be equal to force in member FI. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And this is by, oh, I think I messed up with the colors here. So let me say it is only in this color. So either I am applying either rule 1 or rule 2 of equal force members. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So it is rule 1. When there are only three forces meeting at a joint in a FBD, then and out of which two are collinear, then non-collinear force must be zero and collinear forces must be equal. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, force in member AB must be equal to force in member BC. Happy?
Yes, sir.
चलो, now look at joint G. The moment force in member BG becomes 0, there are only 3 forces meeting at joint G. कौन कौन से है? Force in member GI, force in member GC, and force in member GJ. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Out of which 2 are collinear. So the force in third member must be 0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, अब जरा यहाँ पे ध्यान दो, मैं क्या कहने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. If you look at joint G, the second law of equal force members also is true. देखो, at joint G, total how many forces are meeting? Tell me. Total 4 forces are meeting. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Do they form 2 pairs of collinear forces? Yes. Force in member GC and force in member GI are collinear. Force in member GB and force in member GJ are collinear. So at joint G, you have only 4 forces meeting in FBD and they form 2 pairs of collinear forces. So forces in collinear forces must be equal. इसका मतलब क्या है? The meaning of this is force in member GC must be equal to force in member GI and force in member BG must be equal to force in member GJ, and that is means therefore this force also must be 0 because force in member BG is 0. Are you able to understand this?
Yes, sir.
ओके, सो दोनों लॉज यहाँ पे चालू है. कौन 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 से? एक जीरो फोर्स मेंबर्स का लॉ और दूसरा कौन सा है? इक्वल फोर्स मेंबर्स का लॉ. आर यू विथ मी?
Yes, sir.
अब जरा यहाँ पे देखो जॉइंट जे. एट जॉइंट जे देयर आर, वैसे देखा जाए तो 4 फोर्सेस मीटिंग. कौन कौन से? फोर्स इन मेंबर जे आई, फोर्स इन मेंबर जे के, फोर्स इन मेंबर जे एच and force in member JG. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
But force in member JG is 0 and therefore there are only 3 non-zero forces at joint J, out of which 2 are collinear. Force in member JI and force in member JK are collinear. Therefore force in non-collinear member must be 0. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And the force in member IJ must be equal to force in member JK. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Great. Now look at joint D. How many forces are meeting there in the FBD of joint pin at D? Only 3. Force in member DC, force in member DE, force in member DH. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Out of which force in member DC and force in member DE are collinear. So therefore क्या होना चाहिए? Force in
Sir.
member DH must be 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And force in member CD must be equal to force in member DE. So I am showing it by same sign. It is not 0. Okay, it may be confused with 0. So let me draw triangle. This force must be equal to this force. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us have a look at joint H. वैसे देखा जाए तो कितने फोर्सेस मीट हो रहे हैं वहां पे? HC, HK, HE and HD. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And HJ. But HJ and HD being 0, so only 3 forces are meeting at joint H. Force in member HC, force in member HK and force in member HE. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Out of which 2 are collinear. So therefore force in third member must be 0. When I show it as a double circle, it means that unless you have identified few of the members as zero force members, you will not be able to identify this member as a zero force member. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो जो कि हमने एच डी और एच जे इंडिपेंडेंटली जीरो फोर्स मेंबर से ऐसे एस्टेब्लिश किया है, देयरफॉर आई कैन एस्टेब्लिश दैट फोर्स इन मेंबर एच इज 0. हैप्पी?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And now what about forces in member HC and HK? They are going to be equal. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So I will just mark them with as equal force members. चलो, ये हो गया. Now look at joint E. Joint E. Look at joint E. जॉइंट ई का फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम कैसे आएगा बताओ मुझे।
सर
हम्म
सर फोर्स इन मेंबर ईडी
हाँ, फोर्स इन मेंबर
ईडी
ई के, फोर्स इन मेंबर ई के, डू यू एग्री विथ मी?
यस सर
हाँ, एंड force in member ED. Do you agree with me?
यस सर
And you are going to have HE. Happy? And you are going to have VE. Happy?
यस सर
If if in the FBD of a joint there are only four forces meeting and they form two pairs of collinear forces, है कि नहीं collinear pairs? देखो,
यस सर
VE and FEK are collinear, FED and HE are collinear, then the collinear forces must be equal. Do you agree with me?
यस सर
हाँ, तो कोलिनियर फोर्सेस अगर इक्वल होने हैं तो इसका मतलब क्या है, जरा बताओ मुझे। इसको अगर मैंने एच ई जैसा मार्क किया एंड इफ आई मार्क दिस एज वीई, वीई, तो इसका मतलब इस मेंबर में फोर्स कितना होना चाहिए,
सर
वीई।
वी
डू यू एग्री विथ मी?
यस सर
हाँ, अब जरा मुझे बताओ वी जितना फोर्स यहाँ पे होना चाहिए तो वो टेंसाइल होना चाहिए या कंप्रेसिव होना चाहिए?
सर टेंसाइल
हाँ, इट हैज टू बी टेंसाइल। सिमिलरली एच ई जैसा जो फोर्स यहाँ पे होना चाहिए वो टेंसाइल होना चाहिए या कंप्रेसिव? टेंसाइल। आर यू विथ मी?
यस सर
सो फोर्स इन यहाँ पे डी मेंबर में फोर्स कितना है, एच ई जितना। हैप्पी?
यस सर
हाँ, सिमिलरली सीडी में फिर फोर्स क्या होगा, एच ई जितना। So the moment I find out these two reactions, I have already got the forces in member EK, ED and DC. Happy?
यस सर
अब जरा जॉइंट के का फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम निकालो। दिस इज जॉइंट ई। व्हाट अबाउट जॉइंट के? जॉइंट के का फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम कैसे है बताओ।
सर फोर्स इन मेंबर केजे
हाँ,
के एच
फोर्स इन मेंबर केजे, देन फोर्स इन मेंबर
के एच
KH. Where is KH? Yes, KH. और
सर के ई
force in member KE. That is going to be vertical. So I show it like this. Force in member KE. Are you with me?
यस सर
And you are going to have reaction.
reaction
Are you with me?
यस सर
So how many forces are meeting there? 3 plus 1, 4. But do they form two pairs of collinear forces? No. So we cannot apply that law here. Are you with me?
यस सर
वो लॉ यहाँ पे अप्लाई नहीं किया जा सकता, बट एवरीवेयर एल्स means at joint E it can be applied. So have you understood? So see, the problem size has been reduced quite significantly because all these forces are zero force members. So let us mark only non-zero force members here. तो कैसे, you have to find out forces in this member, this member, this member, this member and this one. सिर्फ जो रेड में मैंने मार्क किए हैं उतने ही मेंबर्स में आपको फोर्सेस फाइंड आउट करने हैं। ऑल अदर आर जीरो फोर्स मेंबर्स। आर यू विथ मी?
यस सर
सो इफ आई वेयर टू ड्रॉ इट करेक्टली, आपको सिर्फ इतने ही मेंबर्स में फोर्सेस फाइंड आउट करने हैं। दैट्स ऑल। इट्स एज गुड एज सॉल्विंग द ट्रस ओनली ऑफ दिस साइज and these many members. Hasn't it significantly reduced your effort either in method of joints or method of sections? Do you agree with me?
यस सर
Okay. चलो अब जरा आगे चलते हैं। Let us have a look at this one now. How do you identify zero force members? Chalo, we will start with joint E. Now tell me, at joint E, how many members are meeting?
so 2
And is there any external load? No. So at joint E, if I draw a free body diagram, I am going to see only force in member DE and force in member EJ. Do you agree with me?
यस सर
These two forces. अब जरा देखो, let us have a look at the first statement. If in the free body diagram of a joint pin there are only two forces, non-collinear, are they non-collinear?
Yes, sir.
Then both the forces must be zero. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
तो इसका मतलब है ये दोनों फोर्सेस जीरो होने चाहिए. कौन से रूल से? फर्स्ट रूल से. Therefore I am marking it in red. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Great. Now look at joint C. How many members are meeting there?
3.
Out of which are BC and CD collinear?
Yes, sir.
So force with member CH, should it be zero by second rule of zero force members?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Look at joint A. How many members are meeting there?
2.
How many in free body diagram? How many forces are you going to see? Only two. Are these forces collinear or non-collinear?
So non-collinear.
So by first rule, the forces in both the members must be zero. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Look at joint L. How many members are meeting?
So 3.
Out of which LK and LM, are they collinear?
Yes, sir.
So what is the force in member GL?
0.
Zero. At joint N, how many members are meeting?
3.
Out of which? Tell me.
Sir,
बोलो.
sir, Ni will be 0. Force in Ni.
Yes. Force in member Ni will be zero. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Chalo. Anywhere else can you apply the law? No. Chalo, let us mark equal force members now. Force in member BC must be equal to force in member BD, CD. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then force in member KL must be equal to LM. This must be equal. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Where else can you apply the law? Just cross verify whether we can apply law anywhere else. If not, then we are done. Yes, nowhere else you can apply those laws. So it is done. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us go to the next problem. Problem number 57. Chalo, tell me. Where can you apply the law?
Sir, B.
Yes, at joint B, there are only two forces meeting.
Yes, sir.
So therefore, this force has to be equal to 0 and this force has to be equal to 0. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Anywhere else can we apply the law? No. Even at joint D, there are now only three forces meeting, but two are not collinear, so we cannot apply. Happy?
Yes, sir.
What about equal force members? Now look at this. Let us say this is HE, and let us say this is VE, and this is HE. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Horizontal reaction and vertical reaction at E. So let me write down this as VE. Happy?
Yes.
Now tell me, HE and VE I have drawn. So how does the free body diagram of joint E look like? Force in member CE. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Force in member EF. HE and VE. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So at joint E, how many forces are meeting? 4. Are they forming two pairs of collinear forces? Yes, HE and FEF are collinear. FCE and VE are collinear. So what can I say? This VE must be equal to force in member CE. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And this force in member EF must be equal to HE. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So this is the application of equal force law. Now what about joint F? In joint F, there are 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 forces meeting, but they do not form two pairs of collinear forces. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So that law cannot be applied here. So this is how we can significantly reduce the size of problem by knowing equal force members and zero force members. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what are the steps of solving the trust problem? The first thing that you are going to do is you are going to identify zero force members. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And then you are going to use either method of sections or method of joints depending upon what is asked in the problem. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So what I mean to say, I will summarize it by a simple example. So this is problem number 58. We are not going to solve it. I have shown you both the methods elaborate in a very detailed fashion. So I need not solve the problem once again. But how this knowledge of identifying zero force members is going to be useful, वो देखने की हम कोशिश करते हैं. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So let us say this is how the truss looks like. And let me give you loadings. Let us say this is vertical load 10 kilonewton. This is also vertical load 10 kilonewton. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Let me give you these distances. Each of this distance is 5 meter. 5 meter, 5 meter, 5 meter, and 5 meter. Happy?
Yes, sir.
This distance is, let us say, 2 meter, and this distance is 2 meter. So all the distances have been given. You can calculate all the angles, everything. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And you have been now asked to find out force. Let me name it A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And now let us say you have been asked to find out forces in member. Forces in member AH. देखो कौन कौन से members में AH, then CB. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And BG. इन मेंबर्स में आपको फोर्सेस निकालने हैं. सो आप कौन सा मेथड यूज करोगे? विल इट बी मेथड ऑफ सेक्शन और मेथड ऑफ जॉइंट्स? टेल मी.
So method of section.
एंड हाउ शुड यू टेक द सेक्शन? जरा बताओ मुझे कैसे सेक्शन लेना चाहिए? which passes through all these three members. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And cuts the truss into two parts. Happy?
Yes, sir.
तो कैसे सेक्शन लेना पड़ेगा? देखो AH से चालू हुआ. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
आप कितना भी कोशिश करो, you are going to have this section cutting through at least 4 members. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Now there is a problem. As I said, for an authentic section, you must cut it through only 3 members. Why? Because we have 3 equations and therefore 3 forces can be unknown. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
But now just look at this. If you look at joint H, how many members are meeting there?
3.
3. Out of which 2 are collinear, HA and HG. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So what should be force in this member?
0.
Now, through how many members having unknown forces the section cuts through?
3.
So can I now still use this section?
Yes, sir.
So identifying zero force members always helps you in taking the sections through more than 3 members, provided that you already know that in few of the members the forces are 0. So unknown forces will still remain 3. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the end of the story. This is the completion of the chapter on analysis of trusses. Now I am going to give you the third assignment, which I am going to upload it on Google Classroom. It will be based on trusses. So trusses, all the conceptual part and how to solve it by method of section and method of joins. I have shown you. I have also shown you how to identify zero force members and equal force members. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And now using all this knowledge, you are going to solve the examples that I give in the assignment number 3. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So with this, we conclude today's class. But before we conclude the class as such, I want one more thing. So in your class continuous assessment, we have one more thing called as group activity. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So you are going to perform a task in groups. So what I want from you is by today evening, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
By today evening, all the students should mutually form the groups. A group should not consist more than 3 students. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
More than 3 students not allowed. One student can individually take up the project. I don't have issues. But more than 3 students should not be there. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So you amongst yourself, you discuss and form the groups. समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
I am going to share a spreadsheet with you, all of you, Google spreadsheet. Once you have decided who is going to be in your group, you have to upload the details on this spreadsheet, Google spreadsheet. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
What are the things that you are going to upload? You are going to upload PRN number of all the group members. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Then roll numbers of all the group members. There will be separate columns for this, and names of group members, names of students involved in a group, not more than 3 per group. So this activity should be over by today evening. I will share the spreadsheet. By tonight you should give me this information. If you are unable to form the groups by today evening and I don't get the information by tonight, I will form the group. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us stop here for the today. Tomorrow I will announce what group activity each group has to do. And from tomorrow we are going to start with a new chapter, new unit, and that is cables. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us stop here today. Write down your name in
Hello,
chat
sir.
box, roll number, and then you can do. Yes, go ahead.
Sir, if possible, can you allow 4 students in a group because we have a common group for all the subjects group activity?
Okay, no issues. So make it 4.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, but not more than 4 at any cost.
Yes, sir. Not more
Yeah.
than 4. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So you can type your roll number, name in chat box, and then you can leave the meeting. अगर किसी को डाउट है तो पूछो.